Okay, you guys, so tips and tricks about applying this makeup. It is a lot different than makeup that you've probably worn in the past. And so I just want to give you my best troubleshooting tips that I find myself saying over and over again, but I wanted to do a video. So get a Perfector sponge. I love ours because they are so soft. I think it's way better quality than the ones like the beauty blenders in Sephora or the ones you can buy on Amazon. Get it wet, but wring it out and take a towel and dry it. So it's damp, it is not wet. So what I like to do is after I finish my full face of makeup, which I have, I like to take setting spray and then spray that directly on my sponge. Okay, if you get a little too much, kind of dab it off, but I start under my eyes. And one of the things this does is it presses the makeup into your face. It gets off any excess, so it's not sliding around. And since I sprayed setting spray, it's also setting this cream makeup. This is a game changer. If you don't have it and you feel like you're having issues or maybe you're putting too much product on, I highly, highly recommend this Perfector sponge. So it's good by itself. It's good with the setting spray, of course. So these two things are a must-have. If you're not setting your makeup, you must set your makeup. So grab this. I always start out, if you guys have gotten color matched with me, you know I start out recommending 3 brushes. And then we can kind of tailor it if you want to pick 2 or if you want to pick 1. But eventually, my goal is to build everybody up to these 3. So I'm just going to start with what I started with today. This is the Buff brush. So it is a more full coverage brush, but I'm not talking about like caked on makeup, right? I'm just talking about a really pretty, flawless finish. And most people have success with this brush. I used the larger end for my main highlight, and I used the smaller end for my accent highlight. Okay, Buff brush, best friend. All right, then the blush and bronzer brush. I mean, one brush, if I had to say that I probably could never live without it, it would be this one. It is perfect for blending. The bigger end is perfect for bronzer or blending as well. This blends so well. You can get away with applying and blending with this if you want a lighter coverage. So Buff brush, blush and bronzer brush. And then this one I didn't fully appreciate until more recently. And I feel like as everybody gets better kind of doing makeup and more used to applying makeup this way, this is the next brush that you need if you don't get it when you start. So this is the detail brush. As you can tell, I love this flat end for contour. And it's kind of curved because I like to use that flat end to put my contour on. You can also use this end. I use this end for my nose. You can also use this end for under your eyes. I love, love, love this brush. And if you're in a pinch, you can use this one and also blend and apply your main color with one brush. So if I had to choose 3 brushes, these would be my 3. Everybody who's been using this makeup for longer than a few months, you should own these 3 brushes and a Perfector sponge. Super, super easy. So you guys saw that I did setting spray first. Now in the summer, I tend to get a little oily. Again, this is cream makeup. It has to be set. But if you do a setting spray, always do it first. And then if you want to add powder, setting powder, you add that next. So this summer I've been doing spray and then powder right in my T-zone and under my eyes. Okay, so if you think you're more oily, if you think that you'd rather have a powder than a spray, grab our Vanilla Dust. Another trick that I have that I love is to make this powder a loose powder. And you can just scrape it with the spoolie end of a brush and then pick it up. And it is a loose powder instead of a pressed powder. So that's another awesome trick. Okay, one more. I have been loving this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So our shadows, as you guys know, are so pigmented, but this Urban Decay, I feel like at the end of even a hot, sweaty day, my eyeshadow is just as pretty as it was in the morning. So I kind of put it on, I let it set, get a little tacky, and then I'll put my shadows on, and I think it works great. So I like that for eyeshadow primer, and I've been loving Tula's all over face primer. That's just the plain like white one. which I can tag below too, for my full face before I put on my makeup. It doesn't make it slide around, and I feel like my face still looks like this at the end of the day. So I think those are all of my big tips. If you have questions, if you're having issues applying the makeup and you want my help, this is what I'm here for. Just through trial and error, it's almost been a year since I joined as an artist, and watching all of our great makeup classes that were taught, and at Reunion right now, all the girls that are teaching, I just feel like we pick up so many things as we go along. So please, please reach out to me. Don't sit and wonder or try to find answers on your own. I promise there's a solution, and I can help even if we need to get on FaceTime. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining.